Hi guys, here we go for this week's price action trading levels for the 1st to the 5th of September. So starting off with USDJPY, you can see here it's broken this previous resistance level here that we saw last week, and it's tried to take a drop back here and it's continued to push up. So it gives us a few levels to look at. If I just zoom out here just a bit, you can see we've got this level here which is at 104.54, which we should be looking at for possible short price action if we get a proper candlestick at that level. It's not far away right now. However, if we start to pull back and we come back down, you've got two levels to look at. The first is 103.25 and the second is 102.73. If I put on a Fibonacci retracement here, we've also got this 50% level at 102.73, which also corresponds with the previous resistance level here. So if we get a pull back down to here, this with the correct candlestick could be a good place to start buying again. So just to recap, your levels to look at are 102.73, 103.25, and zooming out just here, 104.54. On EURUSD, I'm focusing on this level here, 1.3123. If we look back here to September 2012, you can see that on the daily chart this level here was providing resistance all the way through here. Not much in terms of support, resistance there again, all the way through here. Then eventually the level broke and it became support. So if we now scroll through to where we are now, this position here is back in 2013. We're back down at this level here. See these matching levels? So if we were to see bullish candlestick price action up out of this level 131.23, then we should be looking to go long at this point here, because this is a long-term or a long-time tested level, the 131.23 level. To look for sell positions on a pullback, probably look up here to 132.46, somewhere in here. I'll just add a line in here for the guys I send the templates to. So you can look for a pullback here if you wanted to continue the short around 132.54. But watch this level here as we begin the week, see what happens. On GBPUSD, we can see we're at this level here, 165.67. Look at this candlestick the last time we were here. See this nice bullish engulfing candle just here, and that heralded the start of this move back up. We haven't seen anything like that here. We are at this level, but when the price got to this level, you can see it started to get a bit wishy-washy. Couple of doji here, and just candles that aren't showing anything bullish at the moment. If we were to see a candlestick engulfing all of these candles here, up here, then that's a signal to go long back up to 167.38. But we haven't seen that yet. If we get a bounce up to this level, then you can use the 167.38 level to come down short with the pull back into this downtrend. So a couple of signals or a couple of locations to look at here. 167.38 for shorts if we get a bounce. Look, it was previous support here. That could turn into resistance again. Or this level here, 165.67 with the correct bullish candlestick. On GBPJPY here, it's got a trend line here to watch out for, which at the moment is, it seemed to be holding it at the end of last week. So if you're going to go short on this, you've got to be looking for a nice bearish candlestick under here. If this is just a retrace into this trend here. To go long here, you're going to need to see a nice break over this trend line and then a retest of this level. You can see here this level here was showing as good resistance all the way through here, turned into support here, then broke it back down here, and it could again turn into resistance. But if it does break this level, you need to let the price action show you. Similar to this here, look, where it broke and then it retested. This is a bullish candlestick here, or if you wanted to go for the major retest, this is another bullish candlestick here. So you let it break, come back, and then retest the level. So this level here, 172.71 on GBPJPY, is pretty crucial, either for a bounce down with the trend or for a break. But we have to see what the market does with it and let the candlesticks guide us. If we get a good pullback down to 171.31, then obviously you can see this is previous support. So you've got these two levels to think about, 171.31 and 172.71. On NZD/USD, last week we've talked about this level here at 84.19. It didn't hold it, we didn't get any bullish price action up out of this level, and it just broke straight through. So we're going to pull that indication off there, and we're looking now for 84.19, or the 84 level, to be holding possibly as resistance. You see here it broke through here, found support here, and then it took it out here. So if we get a nice bearish candlestick under here at 84.19, or possibly the 84 level, then that's your spot for short positions to continue with this trend. So I'll just move that down there for guys that receive the templates. Also, we've got this level here, 85.33. We get a strong break up to this level. If this returns back up over here, then you can still look for shorts at 85.33. So two levels here, 84.19 and 85.33. On EURJPY, you can see here sat at 136.59. So this is your level. This is where we are now looking for a bullish candlestick to engulf these candles here, to push us back up to probably 137.81 if you get a decent enough bullish candlestick out of here. If we get a break under here, then don't go short immediately on a break. It could be a false breakout like this one here. Wait for it to come back and retest it before you continue with this short trend here. So this EURJPY is pretty simple. Just wait and see what happens around the level we're at now, 136.59. On AUDUSD, you can see here, this is what I talk about. We've got this level here, which was previous support. See the support here, support here, and then it turned into resistance. And then when I say about when it breaks a level and comes back to retest it, we're at that now on AUDUSD. So if you were to get a bullish candlestick here at 0.9330, that's your signal to go long back out of this level to continue this trend here back up to 0.9431. If we get a shoot up to 0.9431, then obviously here you can see this is a previous resistance level, so look for short positions down from here. So the Aussie dollar one is quite simple, a bit like the EURJPY. We're actually at the level we want to look at right now, so look and see what the candlesticks are doing here or up here if it gets up here quite quickly before you make your decision. But I would look for a bullish candlestick here to trade this back up. On USDCAD, looks like we could be game on right here at 1.0830. You can see this bullish candlestick here out of this level. Previous support here. It's broken it here, it's pulled back, and it's tested it here with this bullish hammer. So depending upon what the price does when the market opens on Sunday night here, then this could be an entry just here to trade this back up to 1.0964. I say we got to wait and see what happens, because we could get a gap here. If we get a gap up to here, then generally speaking, in a lot of cases, gaps get closed back up. So we couldn't take a long here if we get a gap from this candlestick here. Then you would look up to this level, 1.0964, which is resistance level, to try to trade this short with the appropriate candlestick. So the USDCAD needs to be looked at when the market opens this week for a possible long position out of this candlestick here. That's at 1.0830. That's where this candlestick came from. Quite a bit of red news coming up this week, not least the RBA rate statement. That's on Tuesday. And on CAD we've got the BOC rate statement. And scrolling down here, also GBP official bank rate, and MPC rate statement. Now this GBP rate statement, is one to look at, because last month 2 out of the 7 MPC voting members voted for a raise in interest rates. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens here. If they put the rate up, I would expect the GBPUSD to rise. If they don't, then it's just going to probably sit there and the market's going to think about what's happening with that. But remember that 2 people voted last week to actually put the Great British Pound rate up, and that hasn't changed since 2011. Since 2011, they've all been unanimous at keeping the rate at 0.5%, and then last month they decided 2 people decided they wanted to change that and put the rate up. So that's going to be a key one to look at. Also on Thursday, we've got the ADP non-farm employment change, which is a very, very important one that can be used to guide you on non-farm employment change on Friday. Non-farm employment change, I wouldn't even think about going near that this week unless the ADP non-farm shows a massive difference. Then you can do some analysis to try and work out what the non-farm is going to do. But mostly we wouldn't trade this Friday anyway, with this amount of news coming through on that day. So that's it for this week's price action trading levels. If you like what we do here, then please send me a comment, tick the like box, or subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next week.